Hello, class. Last week we focused on finding conflict and understanding American romanticism and realism. This week we're going to focus on two new areas of literature: character development and regionalism. So, first, in the literary term sheet for this week, you'll find lots of vocabulary words used to describe characters, words like protagonist, foil, round, etc. You'll be using these terms in the discussion forum to discuss the characters in this week's short stories. And I've also put additional resources in the forum to help you with any of these terms that you might find a little more challenging or just need more examples of to fully understand what it is you need to be looking for. Now, the second thing we'll be learning this week is regionalism in American literature, which is really a subgenre of the realism genre that we learned about last week. So, if you remember, realism seeks to focus on the world as it really is, and it can often portray kind of the nitty gritty or less pleasant side of life. Regionalism does something similar, only its focus is very narrow, usually on a specific era or area of the United States. So, regional writers are known for capturing the flavor of where they're from. So, the best way to think about regionalism is kind of like American cuisine. There are foods like the hamburger that are the same wherever you go in America, just like realism. But there are some foods like fried chicken and waffles that you can only get in certain parts of the country. So, fried chicken and waffles is a well known meal in the South, but completely unheard of in the Pacific Northwest where I'm from. We have fried chicken and we do have waffles, but we do not put them together in the same meal. That is just weird where we're from, okay? So, in the same way, regionalism is like a unique cuisine or type of realism for that area of the United States. So, as you're reading this week, I want you to focus on the characters and how they change and what their role is in the story. And I also want you to think about how do these stories differ from the ones we read last week? All right, how are these stories more real? And what do these stories have to say about the culture that they depict? And from that culture that they depict, what can we learn about the human experience and human nature?